Hello. I want to thank you guys so much for your love and your support. It's because of you that I am able to give back. So I decided to take a portion of what I earned and bless two people. Um, it was a hard thing to do because I'm like, okay, this is my first giveaway and I really don't know how to do it. So I was like, maybe I can ask a couple of questions. The questions were kind of difficult because I didn't want, everybody to be able to just answer it. Then I would have to pick, you know, or decide on who was going to get the prize. So the last couple of days I have been like leading up to it. So I did throw in a couple of my children's names that I was unsure if I had mentioned them already. My oldest son, Christopher, and I want to see my grandbaby. Christopher, he is a junior and he's named after their father. And their father passed away from a car accident on his birthday. His 23rd birthday is when he passed away. My oldest son, thank you, son, so much for being you. You're a lot like me in a lot of ways. Um, you have to be on the go, on the move. You're always exploring. You're always learning something new, and you just can't be still. Like that's just your mom. You call me and we discuss the videos. You support me and you give me advice on things to do with the videos, and I just appreciate that because I had you at a young age. I had you at 17 years old. I was still in high school. Now, you would think that having you so young would have been a burden to me, and um, that I would have regretted having you. I just want you to know, son, that I never, sorry, I, you never were a burden to me. I loved you. You were truly my first love because, um, I had, some childhood trauma, and you helped me with that. I was still able to go to finish high school and I finished on time. So that took, dedication, and I knew that I had to do it. And you were a blessing. You were a wonderful blessing to me. Even at a young age, you were trying to protect me. You learned um how to walk at 10 months old. You just had a gift of for everything. Like you able to play all sports, instruments without anybody showing you how. You were like 6 months crawling up under the kitchen cabinet and you pull out all the pots and pans and you started playing drums. Just having you, I learned so much. I learned how to love and I learned how to be a mother. And my second son, Christian, he is in the Air Force in Missouri. um my second born Christian, you were always under me. You were my protector. You rarely ever went anywhere. You stayed at home to make sure that I was okay. And you had a problem adjusting to like leaving the home because you had always been home with me. We were so close. We talked about a lot of things, and you just wanted to make sure that I was okay. And I remember before you left and went to the military, um, I told you that it was okay for you to leave, that I'm safe and nothing is going to happen to me, and I'm going to make sure of that. I was in a better mental space, and I could assure you and let you know that I was going to be fine. When I was 7 months pregnant with you, my water broke, and you were not even you were about a half a pound, and I didn't think you were going to make it. And I stayed in the hospital about a month, because they didn't want to release me and they shot me up with steroids. And you were born weighing 6 pounds and 7 ounces. So you went from a half a pound to 6 pounds in a month. And I named you Christian and Cephas, meaning stone strong. And I always told you that you are a lover and not a fighter. And I love you for always being there by my side and, making sure mommy was okay. I love you, son. I'm so excited. I got my daughter with me, y'all. She rolling out. She driving Journ'ee. But this is my daughter, my one and only daughter. Her name is Blessing. Yeah. She's at home for the summer. My third born, Blessing. I love you so much. And you were always up under me as a child too. And I was so grateful to have a beautiful baby girl. You were so beautiful. When you were born, your nose was running. And the doctor was like, oh, look at her. Her nose is running. And every day of your life since then, your nose is running. And if you guys pay attention in the video when she was dyeing my hair, you can hear her sniffling. She wasn't sick. Her nose just runs every day and has since she was born. Thing I remember about her, when she was born, actually, when I was having her on the table, I was pushing. I had already made it, went to the doctor late. Like, I just went from contraction 0 to 100 real quick. So we made it to the hospital. And when I got up to the labor and delivery unit, I was 10 centimeters. And I didn't have time to get any medication or anything. So I had her natural. And what I remember so much about her when she was born, and I was like, I see why. When she was born, she had I had broad shoulders. She had broad shoulders. She had, her arms were muscular. Her legs was muscular. She had muscles. So she must have been working out inside of me. But yeah, she was very muscular and her nose was running. And that was an experience because I didn't get any medicine and they had to stitch me and they had gave me some shots down there, but the doctor went to sewing and I'm like, I can feel that. And the doctor was like, no, you can't. And then she said, boom, stuck the needle. I was like, ah, she was like, oh, you can feel that. And so they just gave me some more shots. I'm like, Blessing, she also got her name because on her ultrasound, she had her hands like this and her mouth was moving. And then they were like, oh, it looks like she's praying. So I first was going to give her the name Blessed, but then I changed it to Blessing because I said she's going to be a blessing to other people. She's going to be a blessing to, people that are around her, and she will be able to bless others. So that's why I gave her name. But Blessing has always been there by my side into 10th grade. And that's okay because children, do need time. And then they also, it starts to become about them. They have to learn who they are. They have to become their own person. But I know that she's going to, come back and get close with me again because that's what young ladies do. My son, Chosen, my baby boy, he'll be leaving tomorrow for a cruise, so we decided to cook today. And then my fourth born, Chosen. Chosen. When he was little, he gave me the blues, like the blues. I cried because he would get in trouble. He was like from 2 to about 5, I say he was terrible. 6 to like 9, he was bad. After that, he was good. And now he is such a sweet, loving, compassionate person. You wouldn't even think that he was like that as a child. He would be running around the school and they could see him on camera and they would have to go call Blessing and get her and say, come and get your brother and calm your brother down. And I remember he was 5 years old, and I had to go to the principal office, and they said, Chosen's expelled for the rest of the year. And she was like, he's a very smart and bright child. And she pulled up this big old book. She was like, I can give Chosen this book right now and he can read this. And I was like, okay. And so she was talking to Chosen, and then she said something to him about what he had been doing. And he was like, I know I have to pay consequences for whatever I do. And she was like, see, he's bright. And he is. He's been very intelligent. And the crazy thing is he was always bad at school, but at home he's fine. And then when he would go to his friends or play, they would tell me how respectable and nice he was. And his name came because I it was a rough time, because I mean he was my fourth, and their dad decided, of course, that he didn't want to be in their lives. So I did not want to have another child. He knows I love him. So his name is Chosen because I feel like he was chosen to be here. Every child that makes it, every child that's here was chosen and destined to be here.
Congratulations, Erica Monique. You were the first one to get my children's names correct.
My favorite foods actually are something very plain. I like chili dogs, coney dogs, pizza, and tacos. Crazy. But those are my favorite foods.
Congratulations, Shan. You got my favorite foods correct.
But I just wanted to thank you guys for tuning in and watching this video. I will be going live tomorrow, and I'm so nervous about that because I don't even know. So y'all gotta bear with me. This is my first live, so but I will see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. Stay tuned.